All right, let's take a water break and talk about some history. The original Tranky Doo is 2 choruses long, and it was meant to be a nice medium tempo routine. It was choreographed in the early to mid 40s by Frankie Manning for the Congaroos, a group that he was a part of, for a show that the Congaroos were doing, Smart Affairs. Now, they weren't the stars of the show, but they always closed the show, and they tore down the house every single time. As the legend goes, encore after encore. The Tranky Doo was frequently used as an encore. Back in the day, chorus girls would do their fantastic numbers and then they would start exiting the stage. And while they were exiting the stage, one of the very best dancers would hang behind and do some kind of shine step. This dance is named after one of those chorus girls, the Tranky Doo, and this was her signature step. You'll see it in the first phrase of this routine. As an aside, it is crazy how influential chorus girls are to our vernacular jazz movement today. If you have the time, look up as many different chorus girl numbers as you can. You will learn some stuff. Of course, the members of the Congaroos were some of the original Savoy dancers. Savoy, the home of Happy Feet and where Lindy Hop was invented. And so when they went back and danced at the Savoy, they would do the Tranky Doo there. The rest of the crowd caught on, and so that's how a lot of people learned the Tranky Doo. So that's some history about the original Tranky Doo. But how did that Doo become the Doo we do today? Mystery wrapped in an enigma. Smart Affairs was a live show, so it was not recorded. And so what we have are different recordings of that piece that were done later. And they don't all match. The earliest video footage of the Tranky Doo is done by Thomas Topsley and Wilda Crawford in their amazing dance number in the 1946 Love and Syncopation. And in that number, they are dancing the Tranky Doo to Broadway. Most of the choreography we know today was taken from The Spirit Moves, which is a documentary made by Murray Den documenting African American dance from 1900 to 1986. That's quite a span. It was filmed in the 1950s and it has Al Minns, Pepsi Bethel, and Leon James, and it is a masterclass in individuality. Even though they're all doing the same choreography, there is so much variety, and the overlap to me between variation and what the move actually is gets pretty blurry. Pepsi is frequently thought of as the one leading the routine because Al and Leon seem to furtively look at his feet some of the times, but that doesn't necessarily mean that his version is the true version, and it also takes away his ability to have changed any of it with his own style. Mystery wrapped in an enigma. The Spirit Moves version of the Tranky Doo is done to Ella Fitzgerald's Dipsy Doodle, which is why we dance it to that song today. But I would argue that that makes no sense because structurally speaking, it doesn't line up with the traditional AABA format of this choreography. When Frankie Manning would teach the Tranky Doo, he would teach it to Tuxedo Junction, which does line up.
Additionally, we don't know that the dancers actually danced to the Dipsy Doodle. All the music in the Spirit Moves was dubbed in, meaning song structure and BPM frequently don't line up. So anyone breaking down the choreography has to do a lot of educated guesswork.
However, nowadays, if you hear Ella Fitzgerald Dipsy Doodle, don't even bother getting a partner. We're all going to do the Tranky Doo. It's the way it is, and that's kind of how culture works. You do something for a long enough period of time, and it's just part of the culture.
I hope you had fun and learned a lot. If you did, hit like and subscribe. It's one of the best ways to support the channel. If you enjoyed the music, it's by the Brooks Prumo Orchestra, and you can find where to buy it in the description. And half the money I get from this channel goes towards organizations that support African diasporic artists and art, because Lindy Hop is a black dance and that's important to its identity. And of course, the best way to learn how to dance is to dance!